so happy to meet you virtually. I wish I could meet you all in person.
Hello, Geek House Show. This is Hassan Muhammad, and I'm joined right now by a legend, Courtney Ford, who plays Nora Dahrk, the fairy godmother, and Nora Dahrk, the daughter of Damien Dahrk. So welcome to Geek House Show. Courtney, we are more than happy to have you with us here. Thank you for taking the time to do the interview.
Thank you so much. It's so lovely to meet you and to meet all my fans in the Middle East virtually. Yeah. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Now, Legends is a big show in the US, but it's also a big show here in the Middle East. How does it feel for you to know that you have fans from this part of the world?
I didn't know, and I'm so happy and grateful and thankful to know that. And I wish we could all meet each other in person, but this is the next best thing. So I'm excited to be doing this today.
Oh, thank you very much. And your fans in the Middle East really love you and love your work, whether it was Legend, Dexter, even Fallout 4. We're going to talk about Fallout 4 later on. But yeah, Fallout 4 is big here, and especially Piper Wright is one of the most famous characters in gaming here in the Middle East as well.
Right.
Family's too precious. What kind of life is she going to have if I never go near her again? It's just... Sometimes it feels like the only things I've got in life are Nat and the paper.
As I said at the beginning, you played two different characters, Nora Dahrk, the daughter of Damien Dahrk, and Nora Dahrk, the fairy godmother. Which one of them was more interesting to play?
More interesting?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They were both very interesting to me in different ways. Nora, when she was dealing with being possessed by Malice, that had some challenges just because, for instance, I had to really enunciate my words so that John Noble, who was the voice for Malice, would have an easier time recording his voice over mine. And so I was always thinking about that. But then in a way it was easier because Dark Nora had a very clear mission and a clear vision and a goal for what she wanted to do and what she wanted to accomplish. So then with Fairy Godmother Nora, well, number one, the dress is very itchy and it leaves a trail of glitter wherever I go. You can always tell, oh, Courtney was there because there's just glitter everywhere. It's always falling off the dress. Also, Fairy Godmother Nora is still finding her way. So I would say in a way she's not as confident as Dark Nora because she's still trying to figure out how she fits in and how she's going to go about this new part of her life. So I really enjoyed the curiosity, but also I didn't know sometimes in a scene, oh my gosh, am I not feeling confident because Nora's not confident in this moment or because I am, you know what I mean? So it's very interesting, both of those roles.
Something's happening. I think I fulfilled Gary's wish. Ray, take my hand. John?
Oh, all right. Ciao for now.
Do you have a special, a scene or a special episode that you love more than any episode or in the show itself?
It's so hard to choose. I know the Berlin episode, No Country for Old Dads in season 3 just has a special place in my heart because I think that's where I personally really fell in love with Nora. And I thought, oh my God, now I love her. How can I ever, now I never want to let her go. And then that solidified more of a relationship with Damien, my father, and with Ray. So that's very special to me. But then Mr. Parker's Neighborhood in season 5, right? It's also very special to me just because of the emotions. Obviously, we left everything out on the table. But during the Mr. Parker's Neighborhood scene, our son was there on set. So it was really cool to have him there behind the camera. I think they even let him yell action for one of the scenes, and that was cool.
He isn't who he appears to be. He's the old one.
No,
You also worked with Brandon on this project. So how different was it working with Brandon on the set of Legends? Did you like discover something new about each other during your time on Legends?
We got to have, so we've worked together many times before.
Yeah.
On different projects. But this was the time where we just got to have so much fun because there were more opportunities for physical comedy. So before a scene, we would get together and talk, okay, what if we did this? What if we did this? What if we did this? What if we crash into each other, bump into each other and, you know, stumble around? And that was fun to try to, you know, strategize and work things out with him and laugh and laugh and laugh. So it was really great.
Bye, Ray.
We've also played the amazing Piper Wright in Fallout 4. You know, this is, you know, a badass journalist who fights for injustice, who fight against injustice, who fight for freedom of speech, and she also protects her sister. And so, you know, what was your experience voicing this character? You know that this character right now is very, very big among the gaming, you know, the industry, and everyone likes that character so much.
That is so wonderful to hear. It took me, I worked on that game for 2 years.
Oh.
Yes. So it was a long process. The very first thing I ever did was the motion capture. So that's when you have the suit with all the little dots, you know? And it was in a big, like a sound stage, empty. And I walked around the sound stage kind of acting out all of the scenes so they could get how my body moved, right? And they were recording the sound and the voice, but that's not what they used because you're moving so it's not as clean. You can hear like, you know, that type of stuff. Yeah. So they can't use it. But I remember they would say like, oh, you're looking at the wall to the city. And I would look at the wall and they'd say, no, it's big. Oh, and like look up and look at the wall. So you had to imagine the game and the landscape in your mind because there's nothing there, no props, no set. And then I came back at a different time and spent many weeks just recording my voice. And then the third time I came back and it was many weeks of just recording my face.
Oh my God.
So 3 separate times doing the whole game and all the different scenarios, three times, 3 different ways. I don't know if did that make sense?
Yeah, it totally. You know, right now I think they're doing it differently, but it shows that voice acting is not, it's as difficult as acting. It's not something like you just go to the studio and record your voice and that's it. It takes a lot of time and effort, and it's a skill. It's a skill that takes and requires a lot of time and effort. And
thank you.
Yeah.
It also is you're recording it as, oh, you are just friends and you have a friendly relationship, and then you record, oh, I don't like this person, Piper doesn't approve. Yeah. So you're not liking what he's doing, and then you or she's doing, and then you record, you know, the storyline where you are having romantic feelings. So it was a journey, a 2-year journey.
For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen.
And now for our final question, who do you think is a better journalist, Piper Wright or Clark Kent?
Ooh. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like the answer is Piper because that is what she has dedicated her life to. That is not a secret identity. It's not a part of her life. That is her life. So she will grab onto a story, she won't let go, and that is her only mission, kind of. You know what I mean? To find the truth. Whereas Clark, he's great. He's a reporter. He wants to find the story, but he chose that profession because that is also a way for him for Kal-El to fit into society as a secret identity as Clark. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like singular focus. So that's why I think Piper might be better as a reporter.
Okay, I think I'm gonna side with you, but maybe Brandon would disagree with us. Maybe, but yeah.
Thumbs up. He said
thumbs up.
You know, that's the kind of talk I hear right before a big story of mine goes into print. I always find out. Sooner or later.
We reached to the end of our interview, but before we end this interview, we'd like to, you to have to give a message to your fans in the Middle East before seeing you at Speedy Comics Con. So, what is your what is your message to your fans in the Middle East?
I just want to say for my final message that to Geek House Show and to Speedy Comics fans in the Middle East, so happy to meet you virtually. I wish I could meet you all in person. Hope to do that soon, and so excited to interact with you guys again in a couple weeks.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much, Courtney, for taking the time to do this interview. For all our fans in the Middle East, don't miss this opportunity. Come and join us at Speedy Comics Con, November 13th and 14th. See you there. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you. See you.